Hello, welcome back to my channel. The reason I am making this video on cassava farming is based on my previous video on cassava farming. I got a lot of questions on my DM, people asking how much will it cost to set up 1 acre of cassava farm, 1 hectare of cassava farm. They also asked how many cassava stems will be okay, or how many bundles will be okay for 1 hectare of cassava farm. What is the profit margin like if I should set up a hectare of cassava farm? So these are the questions I received via my DM. So I want to use this medium to address these questions. First of all, I want to clear you on this. When it comes to cassava farming, location affects everything. Different regions have their different way of selling their cassava, have their different way of selling their cassava stems. So different region affects the whole thing. The way they sell cassava tubers here might be different from the way they sell it here. Now, because of these factors, I can't really pinpoint a particular amount that, okay, this is how your profit will look like, or this is what you will get when you farm on 1 hectare of land. So I can't really pinpoint a particular profit telling you this is what you will make. The reason I won't be telling you a particular profit is because the way in my area, the way they sell their cassava is quite different. For example, in my own area, they sell their cassava tubers in sacks. And now in some areas, they sell in kg. Some sell 1 keke load. Some sell different ways. When it comes to cassava stem too, in my own area, they sell in bundle, and in that bundle, they don't count it. But why some area they sell per bundle, 100 per bundle, 200 per bundle, and they tell you the price. But over here, it's not like that. So based on all these differences, I can't really pinpoint a particular price to tell you, okay, this is what you will be making after you have cultivated on 1 hectare or acre of land. But one thing I will tell you is for you to check farmers who are into cassava farming in that locality where you want to set up your farm. Get closer to those farmers. They will be able to tell you the variety of cassava stem they use, how they sell, the way they do, their labor, weeding, everything. You will be able to know, okay, this is how these people, this is how the cassava farmers in this area run their farm. And another thing that affects cassava farming is that the price is not stable. It fluctuates. You can come in today and you buy 70k per ton. You buy even as low as 60, even as low as 50 per ton. So the price of cassava usually fluctuates, and different location, also different region, affects the price of cassava tubers. So in this video, I will be giving 2 advice to intending farmers who want to start a cassava farm, or new farmers who are already into cassava farming, new farmers who has been wondering how the outcome is going to be. So I will be giving 2 advice, but before then, let's do a rough estimate. This rough estimate is based on 1 location. It does not apply to other location. That is why I said you have to get closer to farmers in your locality, farmers in the area where you want to set up that farm, and get close to them and know how they run their business and know how they operate, so that you can be able to fit in. Now we'll be doing a little bit of mathematics, so I will advise you get your paper so that you can be able to write down some things and use it to work on establishing your own cassava farm. Now you can get a ton of cassava for between 70,000 to as high as 100,000 for just 1 ton of fresh cassava tubers. Also, you can use between 700 to a million to cultivate an hectare of cassava farm. Just 1 hectare of cassava farm, you can use between 700 to a million naira to work on 1 hectare of cassava farm. But let's just take on an average 750,000. It can be lesser in some region. Like I said, region affects it. It can be lesser in some region and also much more higher in some region. Considering the inputs, the labor cost, everything, the price of your stems, everything, fertilizer, chemical application, everything, let's just keep it at 750 on an average. Okay, then the price of 1 ton of fresh cassava tuber, let's just keep it on an average 80,000. Remember I told you you can get between 70 to 100, but let's just keep it on an average 80,000. Is more considerable. You can get 80,000 naira per 1 ton of fresh cassava tubers. When it comes to yield, you can get between 20 to 25 ton on 1 hectare of cassava farm. You can get 20 ton on 1 hectare of land. Depending on the agronomic practices, you can get up to 20 ton, even more than 20 ton. Like I said, between 20 to 25 ton. Also, you can get far lesser than 20 ton. Depending on the varieties and the agronomic practices, you can even get lesser. You can even get up to 15 ton per hectare. So, but let's just be on a safer side. Let's just take 20 ton per hectare. With good agronomic practices, let's just take 20 ton. Or let's just say we sold a ton of fresh cassava at the rate of 80,000, and also we had 20 ton in 1 hectare. So multiply it 20 times 80,000, you will be getting 1.6 million from 1 hectare of cassava after 12 months. Now, to get your net profit, you have to deduct your capital, which I said earlier, 750,000 on an average to work on 1 hectare of land. So you have to deduct this 750,000 from the 1.6 million that you got in general, which then you will be left with 850,000. So this is what you will be getting from 1 hectare of cassava farm. Now remember I said with good agronomic practices and good varieties, you can get more than 20 ton per hectare. You can get up to 25 ton per hectare. So if you should get 25 ton per hectare and with good price, let's say price increases more than 80,000, so you can see you will be getting much more than the previous one. You can even get as high as 2 million, 2.5 million from 1 hectare of cassava farm. Also remember, price can also decrease. Yield can also decrease depending on your agronomic practices, depending on your variety. So if yield should drop, price drops, you will be making lesser profit. So this is how it works. You can use this particular method and then calculate on what you can get based on the area you are. That's why I said earlier, based on the location you are, get closer to the farmers there, the cassava farmers there who are already practicing. Get closer to them, then you can now know how you can fit in, know you can run your farm. Now I said I will be giving 2 advice to new farmers and intending farmers on cassava farming on what you should do. Now the first advice I will be giving you is for you to intercrop. Yes, although it's not compulsory, I am not forcing you, but to be on a safe side, to make more profit, try and intercrop with maize. It is good. You will also sell your maize. And another good thing is that when you add fertilizer to the maize, it will also be beneficial to the cassava. So as you enrich the soil, the cassava plant will also get nutrients from the soil too. So the second advice I am giving to intending a new farmer on cassava farming is this: always start small. I've been preaching that on my channel. Always start small. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. You will always learn from your mistakes and correct it the next time. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Start small so that by the time you will now repeat the process again, you will be perfect. So it's good you always start small. I have seen people who started big but end up losing the whole thing, and now they go back to say farming is a scam, agriculture is not good, this and that, because they didn't start small. I will advise and I'll keep advising. So far you are a new farmer in any farming at all, please just try to start small and then grow from there. Learn from your mistakes. Research your area. Know the cassava farmers there. Get closer to them. Don't be an island. Ask questions when need be. Make sure you ask your questions. Also, use the variety the people in that area cultivate. That is the variety that works for them there. So use that variety. Don't stress yourself going far and near to get a different variety. Just use the variety that the farmers over there use. So if you watch up to this moment, it means you find value from this video. So please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and subscribe to this channel. Turn on your notification bell so that you'll be the first to get notified whenever I post a new video. Also, I'll be dropping the links of some of my videos on crop farming, agribusiness idea on the description section of this video so that you can also go and watch. Trust me, you'll find value from those videos. Thanks for watching, and also see you in my next video.